Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Experience Grandpa. Today, Grandpa will give you some life lessons about how to play this game once again. Now, the topic today would be for the beginners, or if you've played this game like long time ago, then this video will be really helpful for you. Now, if you're one of those players that is starting again, or that is starting to begin with, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks of what to do when you start your game. Now, first of all, when you start the game of Dota, first you click here to open the list of the players, and what you do is you click all of these little buttons. They represent the voice of your teammates. Depends on which team you are. For example, if you're Luna, like this player here, you're going to be doing this, all of this, except for the experienced Grandpa, because you need the life lessons that he's going to provide to you. And he's going to carry your ass anyway. So you mute all of your teammates, because Dota is full of people that are really angry in their life, and they're trying to balance their anger with winning Dota games. And by the way, you guys, Dota game is like a drug, because you play it in order to dominate other people. Because if you play against the computer, it's not as fun. It's more fun when you play against other people, humans, because when you kill them, you receive a form of energy. So let's say that you're, in a way, vampirizing them. Look at that. Easy pick of the rune. Easy pick. And easy first blood. Okay. So every time you kill somebody in this game, let's say that you're receiving this energy of domination or energy of power. So after a while, you become addicted to it, and this is the time where in a game you're going to play the game more for this feeling of domination rather than for having fun in the game, actually. So bear that in mind when you're playing this game, and you're gonna see that all those high-rated players, when they're losing, they're insanely mad on their teammates and stuff like that. Now, I played a lot of games with those kind of people, and even though they seem calm, they can be really angry at the times. Okay, let's talk about builds. Now, if you pick Luna, for example, you're expected to be the carry of the game. Your job is to take only the last hits. So auto attack is a no-no. Also, your build, you're not supposed to buy the wards. This is the job of him. It's his job, because he's a support. Also, if you're a support, it's expected from you to buy a courier and at least one ward. One ward would be nice. Now, you don't need clarity as Luna. What would you do? What you should do is when you press B or buy, you're gonna be having suggested items for your hero, which are, if you're a beginner or a long-lost player, they're gonna be fine and they're gonna work for you, trust me. So you're gonna have suggested items here. Now, this sucks because I can't really show everything here on the right. Now you will have base items with which you're creating the upgraded items. Now in this tab, it's not really important, but this tab is important. You click here, you can type any item you want, for example, Claymore, and he's gonna give you the Claymore. You click last click on it, and she's gonna give you all the items that Claymore can build. For example, if you want Shadow Blade or Battle Fury, left click on it. It's gonna give you again the selection of items you need to create this item. If you want those items to be here in the quick buy, press shift and click Battle Fury, and it will work for you. It's not gonna work here because it's a replay. Okay, so what is Luna doing? It's minute 3. He has 1 creep. He's going to the forest because at his time, when he played this game, it was such a long time ago that this was even acceptable, you know, to roam around and do whatever you want. And in fact, if you want to have fun in the game, you can do this. For some reason, he dropped Tango. I guess he forgot how to consume them or whatever. Now, if you want to have fun in the game and play for your own heart, I'm telling you, you should always mute all of your teammates. For real. Now, the second mistake you do is that you're going to another carry of your team. You're entering his lane, and you really cannot kill Weaver for the moment, I think.
Middle lane is missing.
I mean, if this Weaver is not a bad player, but okay, in fact, it's Fury that made a mistake here. Now, as Luna, you shouldn't be taking a Moonglaive. Because you don't need bounce between the attacks. Since you don't want to push the lane when you're farming, all you need is last hit, so you can use Lucent Beam and Lunar Blessing. It's going to give you bonus damage, which is written here. But never mind. The most important thing is that you don't take to your heart all the flames that come from your team. This is why you do the mute. So we can go back to experience Granpa. Now, when you have to carry the whole team on your freaking 120 years old back, you have to take a hero that will go on mid, and that will carry the team into the late game, and that will have a late game potential. That means that you're going to dumpster all the Padawans in the late game as well. Now, Ember Spirit is that kind of a hero that can dominate early game and mid game if you play it nicely. Although it's really hard to win mid lane with Ember Spirit if you're against the Outworld Devourer of the Poop or Invoker, because those are quite heavy. Maybe even Lena, I think. So let's compare and I always freaking forget this net worth. Now, this kid had me here, but he wasn't aware of it. So he started running away. And if you want to succeed in your life, you always have to be confident in what you do. So even though I was dying, I knew that running away would be pointless. So I went for him, but he escaped in the end, so I decided to retreat and hit my base. Now 27 creeps in 7 minutes. I would say it's okay, comparing to the Alchemist. Net worth is, for the moment, with this Weaver, because our top lane is bad. First of all, this is the build that you level when you're going to jungle. This one, I really don't think you can use it that well in the lane. This one you definitely need to press the attack because you need heal from the constant harass of the Weaver. But the first one is the one that really needs to be leveled because overwhelming odds can nuke the opponent and push him back, make you dominate the lane. So when you push back your opponent, he cannot farm, he cannot get items, and you cannot disable him from farming or harassing you. That gives you the space to farm. And again, we have auto attacks by Luna. You kind of start to question, like, what is going through the mind of this young Padawan, since he's auto attacking all the time and still carrying this ward for some reason. Now, if you buy a ward, you should always place it and not carry it around with you. Now, Weaver is level 8. Nobody can match him for now. I'm aware of this, so I still farm. When you play mid Ember Spirit, you ignore your Slate of Fist. Maybe you can take one level in order to kill still. I mean kill secure, because all kills belong to you anyway. But always level up your first and the third. I missed Weaver here. That was my bad, even though I'm the best player in this round. And to be frank, I don't really remember what happened here. Although I do have the best memory in this world. Now I decided to attack the Weaver here. But this kid is not as bad as I thought. So I went back to farm mid. Because as I said, you have to carry your team in the late game to take the other lanes. Magebane is farming. Okay, so here he skipped the boots, which is okay for the moment, considering that there is nobody in the lane to contest him. Experienced Granpa has 3 kills. I missed those. I'm sorry, but that part is for the experienced Granpa for the moment. And after this, perseverance, I don't know, I suggest taking threads, power threads. Now again, press B, you go here, you type, for example, power threads, and he's going to give you power threads. You click on it, he's going to give you the items that you need to complete this item. Also, if you click on Boots of Speed, it's going to give you the possibilities of what can you build with all those different boots. For example, this one is granting you the speed of movement. So, for example, this one works great on a pudge that is roaming, and that was actually another kill from the Granpa. Let's go and see that. Let's go back and see that. We don't want to miss that. I mean, okay.
Captured in the flame.
Agonizing bonds. No, searing chains. Does he have some bonds? He doesn't have bonds.
That was toasty.
Jame bonds. That was a failed attempt to evade his stun. Nevertheless, I continued chasing him. Then he tried to nuke me here with some virus packets, which I didn't really accept from him. And at this point, they started feeding me, which was working really nicely for me. That was helping me farm. And the first item of choice for me was Battle Fury, because I knew that I had to farm in this game. And even though my team is feeding, and trust me, they were crying in the team chat and all chat for all the time. For example, this guy wasn't stopping with GG's and it's over, it's done. And I told you over and over again, don't try to communicate with your teammates. You just do. Don't talk, just do. And you're gonna be fine, trust me. Now I ping my team to start going here, and here Luna still has observer ward.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Like, what is going through your mind, my friend? What is literally going through your mind? You think that you're gonna see things when you carry this around with you? But you should not flame your teammates because they're here to play the game and have fun in the first place. You shouldn't flame even the opponents. You should only flame somebody when you dumpster them in the end of the game, if they flame you first. Or you can start flaming them during the game if they talk too much. Now, the point in flaming people is because they do it because they either lack this energy, life energy, that they're getting by vampirizing this
Dire's middle tower is
this
under attack.
addiction of power that they're receiving playing this game. And he actually stole all of the creeps
Radiant's
from the
bottom
Granpa.
tower is
That
under
sucks
attack.
because
Radiant's
it's Granpa who's gonna
structures
carry
are
them,
fortified.
not the other way around. If you're this hero, it's
Dire's
okay
top
to farm,
tower is under attack.
but
Radiant's bottom
if you don't
tower
get
is under attack.
at least Hex, Side of Vice, you're just useless, literally. You're not gonna do anything.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And you can see a professional player here
Dire's
stunning
top tower
himself.
is under attack.
I mean, you can totally recognize the potential in a professional player when you see a move like that. Now let's go to our new player, Luna. She died, unfortunately. She went Morbid Mask instead of Threads. Now, that's fine that you take a Morbid Mask, but if you take Morbid Mask, you should rather go directly to the woods. You should not be roaming around the map at all.
Fortified.
You should just be farming because your team needs you for the late game. Now, if you take a carry player and you are on the bottom of the net worth,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
you are making a mistake, basically. Now, you take a carry, you farm, you don't care what your team does, you're just carrying a portal scroll with you, down portal scroll, and if you see a big fight, you teleport to the next tower, you come to your team, you press R for the eclipse, and hope for the best. Otherwise, you're not doing anything for the moment, because roaming around like that won't help your team at all, and in the late game, you won't be much. You won't be anything, in fact, without items. This is not a good place for a ward, because if somebody wards here, it's going to grant him much larger vision. Something like this. This vision is something like that, because it's in a hole. And paths and hills in dot actually matter. So it's either this spot here or here, but since they became so used, people are warding different spots. Now also this spot is really used. It's being used so much. So people use this one.
Behold my searing gaze.
Easy kill. Easy kill. Where did you think you were going, my friend? Like, what is in your head?
Gold given.
What is in your head? In your head is like the whatever the hell I wanted to say, but that's in your head. Like, you need to feed Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit is a good late game. Why do you feed it? On the other hand, professional alchemist, I don't know if he's building Shadow Blade or Battle Fury, but I think it's a Shadow Blade. Now you go to
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I saw that I was in a great
Earth grows cold.
attack of the fucking virus and hackers. So I died here
Radiant's
because I
top
took
tower
over
is under attack.
the control of my personal computer and there was nothing I can do.
Dire's
I could
middle
do.
tower is under attack.
And here we have a bad reflex reaction by the nature's prophet. So he died. He continued the feed. In fact, he was nice with net worth. But nevertheless, he continues the feed onslaught. The feed sloth. As you can see, 0 and 3. He's almost as bad as the new old player that played this game back in the
Radiant's
Stone
middle
Age,
tower is under attack.
110 years ago.
Fortified.
Now this is okay. You can farm like that the forest
Radiant's
since you
middle
bought
tower
the
is under attack.
morbid mask. If you bought power threads with it, you would be farming even faster. Because the speed of the attacks would heal you even more, and then you could complete this morbid mask into the... What's the name of the item? Let's find it.
A golden thread.
I'm gonna find my ass with this stupid morbid mask. Helm of Dominator is decent for Luna, because you can dominate creeps. So you can have extra stun with you if you dominate the Centaur or Centaur. And later you can build Satanic. By the way, Satanics give you like a really vast amount of life still. Like in a few seconds you can replenish your health completely. But you have to click on this item if you have it in your inventory. Now he did buy a Helm of Dominator that would help him farm the forest. Let's see what Granpa is doing.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now Granpa knows that there's an alchemist there, but that Granpa does nothing here. That was a really poor attack from the Granpa, and I'm being attacked by my own creeps here. And there we have another successful stun by Alchemist. You just know them when you see them, guys. You know them when you see them. And I got ported by this guy in order to save me. Now, I didn't kill Lina.
Has fallen.
We weren't finished.
I went straight to try and kill help the lesbian commander, but I wasn't really successful in it. Long story short, let me skip a little bit. Here, I'm gonna show you one mistake, a rookie mistake. Now, okay, you're a Magina, and you have your Battle Fury. This is not water for them. And it's not watered. And you're coming with this amount of HP. You're using your blink in order to come closer to the creeps. Get punished immediately. You don't have a ward. You don't have a good support. Might not be your fault, but...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And we have our other ballsy, vengeful spirit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now, Luna decides to run away, but he could easily turn on the
Radiant's
ultimate
bottom
ability
tower
here
is under attack.
and just run around a bit and then go back to the... Now he does that, in fact, but I'm afraid that it's a bit too late now. There's nobody to help him. Now what the hell was Granpa doing? Did I make another
Radiant's
kill?
bottom tower
No.
is under attack.
Just farming, and now that I have Crystallis, they're gonna be a bit more afraid from me.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Did she survive here? Yeah, in fact, he sent some packets to me, so I missed my stun.
Radiant's bottom
But
tower
I think
is
that
under
this
attack.
Luna player is
Bottom tower has
actually
fallen.
dead. Report Luna. This is what I'm talking about, you guys.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This is why you mute those players. because they're not gonna help you. I mean, it's really rare in Dota community that you stumble upon a person that will give you a good advice, a helpful advice, something that you can use. They would all rather just say that you suck because this is what everyone else does. And the problem with people generally is that people don't like to be the nail that is in front of the other nails. Whatever the hell I wanted to say with that. I hope that you're getting tips and tricks from these games where experienced Granpa is demonstrating how to win and dumpster the players there in this community. Now, you have your Battle Fury. You can easily kill with Crystallis, but you shouldn't be
Radiant's top
you
tower
shouldn't be
has been denied.
too much ballsy, because if you die,
Captured in the flame.
the team can be easily wrecked by the opponents.
You are most
Now,
gracious.
We'll take that.
as you can see, their Weaver had a decent beginning. Now he has Lincoln Sphere, but he's gonna get wrecked easily by me anyway. That was a good thing to do, to carry up teleport. You push with Vagina, everywhere, and then you just port when somebody focuses you. I'm sorry, but this is how you play this hero. Go straight for the upgraded critical. Now he did get power threads, and it's on agility, which is not good. You always put it on strength, because you have 800 HP at 27 minutes of the game. By the way, when you play Ember Spirit, always send some fire remnants behind in order to have a safe escape if somebody is nuking you. This is why this hero is overpowered. Now, again, GG Luna, GG. This guy, if you think that he spammed this on all chat a lot, you should have seen the team chat, which is not able to be seen from this perspective. Maybe from the player's perspective. I'm not sure, really. Never mind. Now, go back to Luna. What is he doing? He still carries his clarities that he bought in the beginning of the game. This just shows that you don't really need them at all, as I said in the beginning. You only need the tango stuff that you eat with trees. It looks like I missed another
Radiant's
kill.
middle tower is under attack.
Let's see that again. Okay, so experienced Granpa is farming. So this guy has died. Okay, he comes with 1000 HP, which is somewhere around me. Not really. Okay, what he does. What is he doing? Okay, this damaged him. There, he gets a critical. Oh no, my friend. My friend, what were you thinking, my friend? My young Padawan. You died, my young Padawan. You cannot match the experience. The experience matches you, or whatever the fuck. Now, continuing on, they're preparing a gang for me here. I saw that. Didn't you see that? Did you fucking see that? Look at that spider sense that tingles. In fact, let me put the player's perspective. Player perspective. Go to the experienced Granpa. I see Lena. I act as if I don't see her. I didn't see Venge. Vengeful Spirit. Look at that. He tried stunning me. I did my sleight of fist to evade the stun, and then I escape the crime scene. This is how you play, you guys. Or you roll some balls and kill them all. But that's not the subject of the conversation right now. Now go back to the normal speed and pick up the rune.
Radiant's middle tower is under
You
attack.
can always take a sip of regeneration, even though you activated your invisibility. And that's gonna replenish me enough to have a kill or something like that. Now, I don't know if I really committed here. No. I isolated Luna, and then I think he got wrecked here. Yeah, that's an easy kill, honestly. Did I fucking get it or not? Okay, there we go.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Really? You're an embarrassment for the experience, Grandpa. You're a freaking embarrassment. But in fact, it's fine because you need to survive. Because if they kill you after your freaking streak of I don't know how many freaking kills, they're gonna get a lot of money. And that's something that I don't really want. Because the game can turn really easily then. This kid died again. That really sucks. The anti-mage is not good. Now, Luna. Free camera. Luna. Still same items. Now, if you're Luna, and you have this at this point of the game, I really don't know what to tell. But I feel like that you should rather go for some easier items, you know. Something like, and what do we have here? Okay, well, looks like we have another kill. You should rather go for something like Yasha to Nanda style. Or Nanda style, rather. But I think that she went directly to buy Butterfly. Butterfly with this amount of HP is not a good idea. Because even though that they can hit you less times, they're gonna freaking hit you 5 times and you're dead. Alright. Now, I went for the Assault Cuirass because I'm the carry in this team and I'm the tank and I'm everything in this team, so I need to carry it on my 120 years old back. Now I'm aware that I already said this. And Lina sent some packets towards my PC, so she successfully evaded my attacks. I didn't really see that she has a Yule Scepter. But that's the thing, even though you don't make a kill, you can still farm, and as you can see, I have the vastest amount of money in this game for the moment. Alright, what's going on? So, the cuirass is almost ready. Take everything that is belonging to you. The net worth is almost uncatchable. This in Russian means finish the game. And you should read it Snostie. Snostie.
Consider thyself.
Best player in the realm, guys. Best grammatical teacher in the realm as well. Do you commit here?
Radiant's
Don't really have to, but you just do one sleight of fist and slow player will die. Now let's see here. Yeah, you're dead as well. And another professional, rather professional stun by the alchemist. As you can see, somebody's pinging him all the time. It looks like that his teammates are happy. Yeah, Magina is pinging on him. They're rather happy. And I'm gonna translate another sentence for you from the Russian. This guy says, Magina, fuck you. All right, and that's another lesson in grammatical grammar by the experienced Granpa. Now, you have your cuirass. You can go balls deep.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And you're gonna be fine, to be frank. I mean, in this composition and the items that they have, I think you're gonna be fine. Luna, I was right. He went for the butterfly, and everything I said still stands. Still, he has agility, but I'm sure he doesn't even recognize that at this point in time. Because when you start playing game after a long time, or if you're starting to play the game in the beginning, like for the first time, you're not gonna see anything. Like literally, you're not gonna recognize the heroes. You're not gonna recognize your heroes from the enemy's heroes. You're not gonna be able to make any difference in the map. As you can see in the map, your heroes are represented as this little, how to say this shape? It's like a heart, not really heart, it's more like a tear shape. And I'm receiving a vast amount of packet spams towards my personal computer, but I had a revenant to escape here. And I did manage with the help of keeper of the dumpsters to escape the crime scene. So, Assault Cuirass did its job, but it wasn't really promising, so I knew that sooner or later I need to finish this game. Now, yeah, the net worth is still mine. Furion is a bit under, a bit more, to be frank. And I can always be frank, even though that's not my name. Now, he could actually kill him here. This guy didn't really have his ultimate. That's a nice play by the lesbian commander. You go left, you get juked just like crossover in the NBA. And instead of freaking healing the Luna, what he does, he kills the little freaking virus that has been sent by the Weaver. And in fact, Weaver is such a freaking shit player that he died as well. Now, there's nothing that Wenka can do here, so he's just gonna die as well. And of course, that the critical is never there when you need it. So Lina helped his teammate, and this is LOL, laughing out loud in Russian, you guys. Experienced Granpa, grammatical genius, once again. Now, another easy kill for Vagina, only Vagina rather. Vagina is being literally checkmated by the Granpa. Now, Electric Anton. This can be a lot of things. Yeah, bad team, my friend, bad team. This is what you're lacking. This is what you're lacking. This is what you have to do when your team is bad, you guys. You have to take everything in your own hands and carry everyone else on your freaking 120 years old back. Now, let me speed up and put the player's perspective and choose the experienced Granpa. He knows what's up. He takes kills. He pushes lane. Escapes again. Comes back. Pushes again. Makes a kill. Easy peasy. That's it. Now, you don't have a bottle anymore, so I don't know why you're going for invisibility. But I guess that your experience grants you this possibility, since You have the biggest amount of years behind you in this game, so nobody can tell you anything anyway. So that's pretty much it. Let's just take a look once again what our teammates are doing. Free camera. Now Luna has Butterfly. By the way, now you can activate Butterfly by clicking on it. It's gonna grant you trade evasion for 35% and additional movement speed for 4 seconds. So that's quite a boost that old players or new players might miss when they play this hero. So you need to click, in fact, when you play onto this item in order to utilize it successfully in the existence of the time being. Now, Magina thinks he can escape, but nobody, guys. Nobody. How many times? Nobody escapes the experience, Grandpa. What else do we have here? Yeah, no need to team fights. You can push. And he's gonna stun himself again, which is fine, completely fine with me. You have BKB. If they decide to send some packets towards your personal computer, so you can escape. And looks like I'm getting another packet spams. And then again, this guy. See? When everyone fails, they blame others. You should just keep your mouth shut
Radiant's middle barracks are
and
under
play the
attack.
game. And win it if you think that you're good enough. If not, then you should do analysis about other players. Another kill for the experienced Grandpa, you guys. Another kill for the experienced Grandpa. And another kill for the experienced Grandpa. How easy is this? I mean, tell me.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
This is the time in the game where you're supposed to be buying
Radiant structures are
the
falling.
strongest
Radiant's
item,
top
which is
barracks
Divine Rapier.
The dire now have mega creeps.
Sadly, it's too late to even utilize it successfully in the current date and time of the existence in the time and space,
Radiant's
in
ancient
the
is under victory.
geographical, no, whatever. I hope that this guy help new players, original players, and thank you for watching. If you managed to watch the whole clip until the end, I congratulate you and I salute you. Experienced Grandpa, signing out. You little Padawans. Fucking shits.